SMC project is a project funded by SMC through ADRA Sweden.
This project had 3 objectives. The first objective was in WASH, that is water, hygiene and sanitation. And then the second objective was in livelihood and environment. And then the third objective was in the area of protection. This project was implemented in 2 districts, that is in Moyo. Under Moyo district, we targeted Palorinya refugee settlement, the second biggest refugee settlement of about 180,000 refugees. And in this settlement, we particularly targeted Ibakwi and Umijo refugee settlements. And then in Ajumani, we particularly targeted Pajirinya settlement. And for the new settlement in Pajirinya, and also covered other 4 settlements where we had schools like Bolori settlement, Minik settlement, and Maj settlement.
ADRA has supported schools to open up gardens, mainly cassava, and support refugees with seeds. Basically, that is at household level. We encourage schools to open up 10 acres of land. By facilitating these schools to open up gardens, grow their own food, it helps to provide children with food at school.
ADRA is one of the first organizations to have a school feeding program, which is not food distribution, but rather helping the schools to produce food for the children.
ADRA Uganda has supported schools like Maj SS, as we shall see later, Maj Secondary School, to open up a garden of 8 acres. It has supported also Bolori Primary School. It has supported the Pagirinya Primary School with the same varieties of cassava. This is Nase 14, but we also give them Nase 19. We have also Narokas 1, which is very thriving, very much well, thriving well in this area here.
This school was initiated in 2016, and in 2017 ADRA came around, and last year they implemented so many projects. ADRA helped us in so many areas. One, last year we got 10 acres of cassava, which has helped us to at least supplement on what the parents have given us. And this has relieved so many parents, especially the ones who are vulnerable, I mean the poor. And this has kept so many students in school, and we are happy for ADRA.
The ADRA, they planted for us around 5 acres of cassava. They gave us tools, they fenced the cassava field. Then ADRA also, they constructed for us the kitchen, they brought saucepan, the oven, then they drill the water, and the water is helping us, both teachers, pupils, and the community.
ADRA is the only agency that has tangible activities in school feeding. We have created reliable impact when it comes to school feeding. We have supported the schools with skills, both children and the school management, but also we have supported them with tools and seeds to grow their own food. Parents and children have been actively participating in weeding and nurturing of these crops.
Then also we last year got some rice from ADRA. We planted some rice together with ADRA with their support. And as we talk now, staffs are feeding on this rice. So this has helped to relieve the school from the burden of feeding its staff.
Basically, the impact around this rotates around increased attendance, enrollment, and performance in class.
This is a school which is the O level, that is ordinary level, senior 1 to 4. And it has a mixed population of both refugees and Ugandans, and has a population of 647 as we talk.
Schools like Mungula, which had 1,400 by the time of the program, they went to 2,000. Schools like Borori which had less than 900, they are now talking about 1,700. And schools which had never generated any second grade and first grade, now they're talking about big numbers of second grades and also a few number of first grades.
Then we also got two
ADRA is almost one of the 2 or 3 agencies that are targeting the young people, the youth. With the support from ADRA Sweden and Sida, we have managed to put up a docent learning space. It is a kind of innovation of its kind in the settlement, whereby refugees are empowered to learn skills, tailor-made skills like tailoring, like carpentry, like computer, like hairdressing, and these have been also supported with start packs to start their own income-generating activities.
By name, I'm called Mama James Ndan. I'm a former student of ADRA Adolescent Center. I've been having knowledge of a computer. We were many actually as students in the training. We were many, but we decided to form a group, a CBO. The CBO is called Peace and Unity, and we decided to have a business. So ADRA have helped us with the starter kits like computer, printer, many other things. So it helped us even to improve our life standard, because by then we are not like this, but nowadays we can earn little from ADRA. Actually, this business even helped the community, because by then they have been lacking these printing machines, photocopying. They used to go very far, Times Town, Ajumanton, or Maji. They used to go very far away, but nowadays, with the help of ADRA, with some of these machines here, they don't go far. Actually, they even appreciate the impact of ADRA. So we thank ADRA for the support, and we really appreciate them.
My name about Florence.
Her name is about Florence. The South Sudanese. She came from Noah.
My area 2000.
She came here on the 15th of July. The reason why she ran from there is because of war. She ran from South Sudan to Uganda with her husband with the 2 kids. South Sudan, they used to get money through digging from the garden. Now when she reached to Maji, there is no garden to be dug, and then the difficulties for getting money is there. She really, the sewing machine helped her of getting soap and then food, because when a person bring her clothes like this or his clothes like this to be repaired, and then maybe she get 2,000 or 3,000, she just bought with the food or soap or salt. ADRA for bringing the skill training of the sewing machine, that now she can get a soap, she can get a salt from the sewing machine. So she gives thanks to ADRA.
Right now I'm in Borori Community Tree Nursery site. It is a nursery established with support from ADRA, and it was purposely established to help the community here to address the issue of environment. And here there are several tree species, like we have neem trees, lucina, as you can see there, Gimalena, popo, and teak. We have jackfruit, popo, and so many others, include, not forgetting that there is passion fruit. There are so many other tree species. And besides that, the group has been given also a tricycle to help them in marketing the tree seedlings and supporting in running the center at large.
ADRA established this community nursery bed for growing different tree species and fruit tree species to support the community. And community members were organized, around 20 of them, who are managing this nursery. Now, besides me, are also part of this management group that manages this nursery bed, which is the Young Farmers Club of Bolori Central Primary School.
The ADRA, they have supported our Young Farmer Society, the Environment Club.
Rueber Pascazio
is Ugandan, Maati to village.
Village Yairine Maati settlement settlement as Maji 2.
The Airi village where he lives is close to Maji 2 settlement. They are living concurrently with the refugees.
Adremu Airi settlement ADRA.
When ADRA came here in Maji settlement, they gave us as the host communities 3 seedlings, that is teak, and for him he planted the 1.5 acres.
Tekari ane Sida Kenyalo ke ovia zododi megeni Kenya Joko Achare Irina.
The ticks are now 1 year, but they are growing vigorously very fast. And I hope by the time it reaches like 5 years, they can start harvesting it for pots and for housing. Then after that, it will grow bigger. Then those ones which when grown bigger, they can be used for lampering.
Lady Kuvurite Carrera,
besides the big wood lot, ADRA, when they came here, they also supported us with cassava planting materials that are high yielding and quick maturing.
This is a cassava garden, and as you can see, the cassava is thriving very well, and it is helping him to support his family, as you shall see there. He has integrated it with the teak tree seedlings, which are also maturing very well. Plus, he also received the seeds for planting like green gram and other seeds, and also he has an energy saving stove. So he has a model home.
This is part of the cassava harvested from the cassava cutting supported by ADRA, and it is harvested like this, dried. After drying, it is grinded into flour and mingled to feed the family.
When it comes to other area of environment under the same objective, we have supported people with renewable energy alternative like briquettes. So one of the groups that is performing very well is in Maji, where the group has been supported with a tricycle, and they are collecting garbage around the settlement, and they are transforming the biomass, this biomass, into briquettes, which is not only for reducing the level of tree cutting, but also supporting them to generate some income.
We are located in Mokolo East Village, Lajopi Parish, Adopi Sub-County in Ajuman District. We are 42 by number. We have 39 women and we have 3 men. We learned a lot of things from ADRA. For example, how to make briquettes. ADRA has also provided us with materials like the machine for making the briquettes.
These are made out of plant materials, plant biomass, and it is a conservation technology, environmental protection technology that is aimed at reducing on the using of trees for firewood. The normal firewood, people cut down trees, trees that take long to mature, but these ones we use plant materials, plant biomass to manufacture them. They are meant to be substitutes of the normal cooking charcoal because they are durable and they have efficiency, and yet they emit less smoke. So they have started to use them here as members and also selling them to the community around.
They have also provided us with the tricycle for transporting our local materials from afar. We are earning some money from the tricycle. We are also earning money from selling the briquettes. The tricycle some members are even using it to transport some items from the field. It also helps us in savings.
I've also trained us in stove construction. The stove that saves a lot of firewood. It doesn't use a lot of firewood.
We have supported them with the knowledge and skills on how to manufacture, how to produce, how to construct the Lorena stove. It's a unique stove. It's liked by the refugees and host community because it saves energy.
And also reducing on the number of trees cut and used as firewood.
For instance, a refugee uses only one stick or one wood to cook a meal the whole day. This has also reduced the rate at which trees were being cut.
It's called Gladys. She said the stove, as compared to other stoves, this one cooks faster, and you can cook with 2 cooking holes at a go.
Not only that, but also it has reduced the conflict between the refugees and the host community, because the influx of refugees in this area statistically shows that over 15 million trees in Ajumani district have been destroyed because of refugee settlement. So accessing wood is a very big challenge, but the project is creating impact. World Food Program gives food, but after giving food, so what? People cannot cook it. They cannot eat raw beans. They cannot eat raw rice. They need firewood, and they need to save energy.
And it also protects. It is protective that even if children are playing around, it is meant to protect them from firewood. Unlike the 3 cooking stove model or the other models.
It is much better compared to those other stoves like 3 stones.
Over 3,000 stoves have been constructed in the settlements of Maji, in Pagrinya and Bolorios communities as an environment management technique, environmental protection. In other words, it is aimed at reducing the number of trees cut in the surrounding Zoka forest in order for future generations to enjoy what we enjoy today.
At ADRA, we felt concerned to cater for children who separated with their parents, those who came alone, those who did not have help and support from their families since the separations happened. So ADRA, just like other organizations under child protection, provided psychosocial support to these children.
We have set up child-friendly spaces which are more modern than the ones which have been existing in the settlement, and we have complemented them with ECD. ECD is Early Child Development and Education Learning Centers.
Hello children. Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. I'm by name Atiero Florence Zaro, a caregiver of Zoka Central Nursery School in Maji 2 Refugees Camp. We are having here in the sign-friendly space, we have 125 children, both national and refugees. And the school was being supported by ADRA, Uganda. So what ADRA did for us here is really very important to the community.
We usually monitor these children who comes from home, and we give them play materials. They play with it, and we call them to come for learning.
Now ADRA, again, they construct for us the classroom, and also they brought for us chairs.
ADRA Uganda received funding from Swedish Mission Council with ADRA Sweden to establish classroom blocks to support children, refugee children, to attend nursery education, which is called ECCD, Early Childhood Care and Development.
So this one has also enhanced learning for the younger refugee children within the settlement.
ADRA established 3 classroom blocks in 2 refugee settlements. That is, this is Maji and Parolinya. Parolinya is in Moyo district, in places called Umijo and Ibaku. These classroom blocks are helping the community children, especially refugee children, to attend school because the government doesn't have the facilities, nursery facilities. So instead of the children sitting at home, these centers are helping the children acquire formal education. The community currently is running the center.
So really our community here, they really thank ADRA of their support which they have been giving.
Besides, the children are also enjoying the play area where they can.
I can say that this project was a success because under WASH, we basically installed a high-yielding water system in Pajirinya for the new arrivals from Sudan, but also the water was extended. Some water points were extended to the host communities.
They drilled for us a borehole, and we are happy, and that's where we are getting our water for consumption, then also for preparing food for the students.
And the water is helping us, both teachers, pupils, and the community. The good thing with the water now, we used to go in the community to get water, but now we are within. Children used to suffer to look for drinking water. Now they are within the school, and as water is near, our latrines are always clean.
The best impact in this project were increased access to water, enhanced hygiene and sanitation, not only in community, but also at the targeted school, because children now had access to adequate water to clean their latrines and also to support them to wash during their menstrual period, which we call menstrual hygiene.
Our youth, both in primary and early secondary, they undergo those challenges. And because of inadequate facilities, you'll find that these girls end up dropping from schools. And the statistics we have speaks volume for itself. And Adjumani is one of the districts which is performing poorly along that area where we have registered high drop-out rates of children. And it is because of some of those issues that the girls tend to drop out. When you see from P1 to P4, the enrollment is balanced, 50-50. But when it reaches now P5, P6, P7, you see greater number of girls are out of school. And those are the stages where now the administration begins. And because of lack of those facilities and so on, these girls have to drop out. Even though if they don't drop out, when they are experiencing that, since the schools cannot support them in those areas, they have to stay at home. Yeah. Then once the menstrual period is over, then they come back to school and they miss classes. It affects their academic performance.
The girls benefited from dignity kits given by ADRA. That includes things like soaps, things like sanitary pads.
They provided girls with sanitary pads, underwear. Each girl got three. Then they have provided all the girls with a bucket.
So this helped the girls to at least manage their menstrual cycle.
The organization, which is called ADRA, we thank it so much because they have provided for the girls pads for the girls so that it protects them from stain coming out of their clothes. Then the thing that they have provided us is soap, the buckets, then the knickers. It protects the girl from drop out of school.
I really thank the ADRA plus the organization by the good work they have done in the school. We are really very happy. We wish next time they should continue supporting us. Let them not withdraw.
We are champions of menstrual hygiene. We are champions of menstrual hygiene.
We had a challenge of HIV spreading among the young girls because of redundancy. But because of caregiving, trauma and counseling and psychosocial support, most girls now, they have been rehabilitated and trauma has been reduced and they have been engaged in some various activities. So every evening they come around the child-friendly spaces for playing, counseling and also sharing. Some have also been helped to learn some other life planning skills like how to maintain hygiene.
You have to put it in the knicker. So this is a knicker. So you hold the knicker like this. So you put the pad as a chairperson in this club. So I used to help these children how to make these sanitary pads, then giving them advice how to use it. And for the rest who doesn't know, like in the community, I used to help them and go with these people. Sometimes when they gather here, we used to give them advice how to use these sanitary pads.
We also constructed and installed 4 institutional latrines in this project in schools and also at the protection centers, which we call child-friendly sites. All this was intended to save life by reducing open defecation around the premises and increasing hygiene and sanitation for the vulnerable children, both refugees and host community.